Hello friends, welcome to the Kishore's YouTube channel. In today's video, we will look at electrical engineers interview questions. Those questions will help you in cracking your electrical engineers or technicians job interview. So let's see the top 8 questions for electrical engineers interview. Before proceeding, I'd request you to please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the videos as soon as they are released. In this series of videos, I'll be releasing number of videos on the questions which can be asked during the electrical engineer's job interview. What is Buchholz relay and the significance of it into the transformer? This is very common question. This is very regular question being asked in interviews. So Buchholz relay is a device which is used for protection of transformer from its internal faults. Whenever any internal fault occurs in a transformer, gas gets collected in the Buchholz relay and it gives an alarm. If the fault continues in the transformer or there is a severe fault, Buchholz relay give trip command to the relay and the transformer is isolated. Explain the working principle of circuit breaker. Circuit breaker is one which makes or breaks the circuit, basically electrical circuit. It has two contacts, namely fixed contact and moving contact. Under normal condition, the moving contact comes in contact with the fixed contact, thereby closing the electrical circuit and feeding the load. During abnormal and faulty conditions, when current exceeds the rated value, circuit breaker gets tripping command from the relay and fixed and moving contacts are separated, breaking the electrical circuit, thus isolating the faulty circuit from the healthy electrical supply. The circuit breaker could be having breaking medium such as air, oil, vacuum, and based on these they are called air circuit breakers, oil circuit breakers, or vacuum circuit breaker, or SF6 circuit breakers. How many types of cooling systems are there for the transformer? For transformers we have ONAN, that is oil natural, air natural, ONAF, oil natural, air forced, OFAF, oil forced, air forced, ODWF, oil direct, water forced, OFAN, oil forced, air forced. What is the function of anti-pumping relay in the circuit breaker? When breaker gets closing command, it gets closed. If the closing command continues, the anti-pumping contactor prevent reclosing of the breaker or the continuous command to the closing coil, as the closing coil is of short time rating. So if there is a continuous closing command to the closing coil, the coil can get burned. Thus, anti-pumping saves the closing coil also. What is stepper motor? What are its uses? Stepper motor is an electrical machine which acts upon input impulse applied to it. It is one type of synchronous motor which runs in steps in either direction instead of running in the complete cycle. So it is used in automation part. Typically, robots have stepper motors, or in some of the industrial machinery, stepper motors are used. What is CT and PT? The term CT means current transformer and the term PT means potential transformer. In circuit where measurements of high voltage and high current is involved, they are used. Particularly when measuring device like voltmeter or ammeter is not able to measure such a high value, CT and PT are introduced in the circuit. PT works on the same principle of transformer, which is based on linkage of electromagnetic flux produced by primary with the secondary. CTs work on the ratio they are designed. If the CT ratio is 5000 by 5 ampere and it has to measure a primary current of 4000 ampere, then secondary of CT will measure 4 ampere. When multiplied by the CT ratio, you can come to know what is the current flowing in the primary. Typically, CTs are required for measuring purpose where very high current is there, or for the protection purpose, because your protective relays cannot handle very high currents. They can handle maximum up to 5 ampere. Same is the operation of PT, but the PT measures the voltage. There is a transformer and induction motor. Those two have the same supply. For which device the current will be maximum and why? The motor has maximum current compared to that of transformer because motor consumes real power and the transformer is only producing the working flux and it is not consuming. Hence the current in transformer is minimum. What is power factor? Where it should be, whether it should be high or low and why? Power factor should be high in order to get smooth operation of the system. Low power factor means losses will be there. It is the ratio of true power to the apparent power. Ideally, it has to be 1. If it is too low, then cable overheating and equipment overloading will occur. If it is greater than 1, then load will act as a capacitor and it will start feeding the source and will cause tripping. I hope this information was useful for you. Please subscribe my channel for such more informative videos. Thank you friends and all the best for your interview preparation. Thank you.